accident.
You're WavyOcho. I'm gonna react to why Randy Orton hates Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy, I remember him. I remember him. But we about to see, like, you know, why Orton hates Kennedy.
In the ring are a risk
in professional wrestling. Last thing you'd want to do is botch a move on an up-and-coming superstar. This story about Randy Orton and Mr. Kennedy serves as an excellent example. Here is how Randy Orton got Mr. Kennedy fired. Mr. Kennedy, sometimes known as Mr. Anderson, was one of several wrestlers pushed by WWE in the mid to late 2000s. He beat everyone on SmackDown until he was defeated by The Undertaker, with whom he had a long feud. However, on August 4th, 2008, Mr. Kennedy dislocated his shoulder against Shelton Benjamin during a home show. He was sidelined for 10 months before returning in a 10-man tag team match on Monday Night Raw on May 25th, 2009. Mr. Kennedy was fired from the corporation 4 days later. Kennedy's failure to execute a belly-to-back suplex properly led to his dismissal 4 days.
Nah, it looked like Randy Orton, like landing on his head, though. I'm not gonna lie.
After returning from
injury, and that's the reason why accidents in the ring are an unfortunate part of the game. After losing to Mr. Kennedy in a match, Randy Orton became furious and complained to management about Kennedy's unsteadiness in the ring. Mr. Kennedy
and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, bro, like, Mr. Kennedy, like, aka Mr. Anderson, he is, like, entertaining on the mic and shit. He could talk on the mic, but in ring, like, he's not all that. He's not valid on the ring, bro. I'm not gonna lie, he's not valid on the ring, bro. You know? Don't get me wrong, like he has like good matches, like he has his moments with like people with other like wrestlers that actually could who actually is nice on the ring, but himself, Mr. Kennedy, he's not really valid on the ring, bro. There's nothing special about him on the ring.
Explains the events of the day leading up to his departure. When Mr. Kennedy ascended to victory at WrestleMania 23 to take the briefcase and secure the contract, he became only the third man to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. He joined Rob Van Dam and Edge as an early briefcase winner. Both men cashed in their contracts to become WWE World Champions, and the stage appeared to be set for the loudmouthed superstar to defeat The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. However, this did not occur. The champion would be defeated by Edge in a match. The rated R superstar would go on to defeat The Undertaker for the title, whilst Kennedy would never become a WWE World Champion. Kennedy stated in an interview with Chris Van Vliet that he intended to cash in his...
The reason why Kennedy didn't get his push and all that, he didn't succeed on WWE because, you know, he be getting injured a lot, you know, like, and doing, like, he be getting injured a lot, bro. He's like injury, he was injury prone, and he wasn't the best, like, in the ring, as far as in ring go, like. He's good on the mic. I'll give him that, but in the ring, no.
Contract with Batista and claimed the title of new World Heavyweight Champion. He had never held the title of WWE World Champion before, and this triumph would have made him a household name almost immediately. But he later claimed that he had suffered an injury that would make him permanently unable to compete in the World Championship race. After WrestleMania, he suffered a tricep injury at a house show, which initially caused the doctors to estimate that he would be sidelined for up to 6 months. Plans for him to cash in were thwarted by this. WWE decided that Edge would win his briefcase in the next episode. Cheap shot by the ultimate opportunist, Edge. Before the wonderful but heartbreaking news that his injury wasn't that serious and he could have kept the Money in the Bank briefcase came out, he put over the R-rated superstar. Kennedy lost out on a run at the top that would have defined his career. His WWE career would end soon after, as he departed the business less than 2 years later after allegedly injuring Randy Orton during a match. But Kennedy denies injuring anyone. The decision to terminate Mr. Kennedy from the WWE wasn't just made by Randy Orton. Anderson claims that Orton also convinced John Cena, a wrestling buddy, and rival to express
his displeasure with Anderson's in-ring performance to Vince McMahon. This also had a significant impact on McMahon's decision to terminate Kennedy's employment. A reflective Mr. Kennedy accepted what had happened in an understanding manner in a 2007 You Shoot interview. We were close. I literally dropped him on his head, you know. He deserved it. It's obvious as day, right? I threw him down on his head. If he dropped me on my head, I'd be furious. When questioned about whether the firing was justified, Mr. Kennedy answered, "Everyone may say that Randy Orton and John Cena and all that stuff was the straw that broke the camel's back. When I came out in the open and made statements regarding the Chris Benoit incident, I should never have done so. I think you get in that situation and you think that..."
Oh yeah, he got suspended after that. You know, like, he got suspended after that comments, like, when they was, like, interviewing him, when he was in the news, like, they interviewed him about, like, the Chris Benoit, like, incident that happened, you know, like, him not, like, taking, like, drugs and shit. And I think he lied about that. He lied. and they suspended him for that. They suspended him for like 60 days for that shit.
The world needs to know what Ken Anderson feels about this particular topic. When those individuals approached Vince, I believe he just stated, you know what? I'm sick and tired of hearing terrible things about him. We need to put an end to him. Yes, Mr. Kennedy has not appeared in WWE since then, but as we all know, everything is possible in the realm of wrestling. Mr. Kennedy stated erroneous actions that led to his firing. According to Mr. Kennedy, Randy leapt incredibly, extraordinarily hard. Wrestling is a game of give and take. He said, I either dumped him on his head or assisted him in getting over this. His neck never even touched the mat, so I'm not sure why he went to the trainer's room to have his neck taped up. He was so hurt that he wrestled 3 nights in Mexico.
I thought everything was fine. He came back from the curtain, and Randy was complaining that I dropped him on his head, and he was selling his neck. And at the time I hadn't seen the tape or anything like that, so I wasn't gonna, if I did in fact drop somebody on their head, I'm not gonna. Well, no, I didn't. So I just said, well, if I did, I apologize, man. I'm really sorry.
These remarks irritated Randy, and he would write on the now defunct Randy Orton message board, Mr. Kennedy is in denial. He believes that in order to function, you must be able to perform a moonsault. Be sure to watch The Times Randy Orton Broke Character in WWE, and I'll see you.
He didn't deserve to get fired? Do y'all think he didn't deserve to get fired? That Randy Orton is just, ODing and shit. Like, he just, blew it out of proportion. So, I think Randy Orton's dragging it, basically. So, yeah, bro, how y'all feel about Mr. Kennedy, his WWE run, and also his TNA run? How y'all feel about that? Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, know the vibes. We're checking out you are.